What is up, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I wanted to give new players a quick build guide for playing the rogue. If you're playing Astarion and you don't really know what to do with them, you're kind of confused on what works well, I have a little build guide for you. It's going to only focus on just the class itself with no multi-classing, so this isn't going to be super complex or dynamic, but it'll give new players a foundation, and it'll be from levels 1 to 8 to give you a good idea of what to do. So, first, level 2, you don't really get anything. Level 3, you get to pick your subclass. Now, the game defaults to Arcane Trickster. I personally don't find it as useful, Arcane Trickster. I mean, it could depend on your party makeup, but I don't find it that great for him. So what I like to do is I like to turn him into an assassin. Now, the reason why I pick an assassin is because you get the Assassinate Initiative, where in combat you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that haven't taken a turn yet, which is super good, and you get the Ambush. Attack roll against a surprise creature is a critical hit, so if you do an attack roll against a surprise creature, it's a guaranteed crit. And you get Quick as an Alley Cat in the Rain Dark City. You immediately restore your action and bonus action at the start of combat. So normally when you sneak attack an enemy, right, you'll hit them and then the battle will start and you won't have another turn. You might be able to do a bonus action or whatever, but that's it. You can't do another action. With this, we can sneak attack, get a hit, and then when the battle starts, we get our turn again. So that's what's really nice about this setup. It really allows you to capitalize on that ambush, on that sneak attack, and do insane amount of damage. So that's why we pick Assassin. Now, level 4, you're going to get your feat, and one of the feats I recommend, there's quite a few good ones, but one of the feats I recommend is the Sharpshooter. The reason why I recommend this, now if you don't want to play too much with ranged as an assassin, that's fine, but I kind of like to have the ranged option, and ranged weapon attacks, it's kind of like Great Weapon Mastery. You have a -5 penalty to their attack roll, but they deal an additional 10 damage. And this can really up your damage, especially on an ambush, especially when you get a critical hit. So this is the first feat I always go for, especially when I'm playing this way, but you could just go up 2 ability points and improve it that way, which is also a really solid choice. But this, like I said, we take a accuracy penalty, but we deal an additional 10 damage. And if we're starting every battle off with an ambush or a surprise attack, which you should, we might miss one, but we'll hit the other, or maybe you'll miss both. It is a toggle, you can toggle it, you can turn it off. So, if you're that worried, if it's like a 20% chance to hit, and you don't want to miss, that is an option. We get Uncanny Dodge at level 5. When an attack hits you, you only take half the usual damage. Super good. At level 6, we can change some skills around. You can mess with these if you want to prioritize, want to be more deception, persuasion, perception, acrobatics. And you can swap that around if you desire. Level 7. We get Evasion. When a spell or effect would deal half damage on a successful dexterity saving throw, it deals no damage if you succeed and only half if you fail. So that's a super good way to either nullify damage or reduce damage taken when it's obviously on a dexterity saving throw. Luckily, dex is our main stat. So, getting that higher is very important. So like I said, you could take the ability increase to get that to 19 or 18, whatever you choose. And then finally, we get our final feat at level 8. And that would be, I would definitely get the ability improvement at that point, and I would just put it to 19. I know, odd numbers don't really do anything, but then you only need to get one more point to get it to 20. But that is pretty much the way you would build the Assassin Rogue all the way up to level 8. There's not a lot of choices, but, you got your 2 feat choices, you obviously got your subclass, and just how it works, and it works very well. It works very well. And in this game, starting out battles with a surprise or an ambush, that is the best way to do it. That is going to give you, you're going to have the chance to act first, and you're going to have just the ability to do more damage, and it can really help with difficult fights. So if you're not doing that, do that a lot more. The game will be a lot easier in a lot of ways because of it. So if you guys get any questions or comments about the build, or you got, you know, rogue builds of your own you want to share or anything, you know, let me know down below. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. I try to read and respond to every comment. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, later guys. Peace out. Have a good one.